Hi, this is Stephen here from Share Navigator with an update on our active short-term stock trades. So just to clarify, these are what we would consider fundamentally sound companies that for whatever reason have been unloved recently and sold off, and that may be due a potential pullback in the short term. There are also stocks pretty much that we'd be happy to hold for the long term too. We won't really invest in anything that's we consider not fundamentally sound for the longer term. So first of all, let's talk about the two stocks that we've currently bought into. The first one is Alaska Airlines. Um, so you can see here just very quickly, our short-term target is 56. We're probably going to reduce that target down a bit there to 55. The 20-day moving average is coming down a bit here. And our longer term target is 68. So you can see here just at this minute in time, it's consolidating nicely around here now at this support level. It was the trade that had started to turn really positive for us, and then yesterday we had a bit of a bearish day. So, but I still like this trend of consolidation here, and would still be hopeful that this is going to bounce back in the short term to the mid range. Just to remind you, we've also bought that in our long term portfolio, and we're happy to stick with Alaska Airlines. Flutter was a stock yesterday that was going really well for us at one stage. It started to open up higher again. But remember, there's this whole tax overhang from the British government, which is causing problems for lots of companies in the UK. So it closed down yesterday and it's opened up a bit lower again today. So this hasn't quite gone according to plan. Our short-term target is 20,500. Longer-term target 26 foot. We're sticking with those. We think when all is said and done, this is a quality company and will rebound. So we're going to stick with the trade for now. But having said all of that, the consolidation phase here that we did like has changed, and we now have created a new low. So that brings this whole support area here. So this wouldn't surprise me now if we kind of even went as low as 17,000 on this initially before we grind higher. But we are still showing extremely oversold here. So we're going to stick with this for both the short term and the longer term. However, our short term target price is probably going to drop to about 20,000. And we'll review that again later on today. We'll see how the trading finishes up today. It's still early days yet. So Flutter not going so well, but we like it for both the short term and longer term. I'm going to skip down to 4 new stocks who appeared on our screens. So these are stuff we haven't spoken about before. One is American Tower. Short-term target price 193, longer-term target price 223. It's currently trading at 185. So you can see big bearish candle there yesterday. This consolidation phase that was in play is now changed, and we've dropped down a little bit here. And RSI has gone into this oversold range. So we're going to keep an eye on this. I'd rather see a bit more consolidation here before we jump in on this one, but we thought it was an interesting one. Here's one Smurfit WestRock that we kind of do like for the longer term as well. That's what I like about this trend here, guys, is this is, a classic sideways trending stock at this moment in time. Obviously, trends can change over time. But if you look at that, it's pretty much traded since March of this year between $47 and $40, and we're down at the $40 range there now. A word of caution there, if this doesn't hold, we're probably going down to 37.50 on it. So this is one I'm more interested in at this moment in time. And if we bought it now, there's probably about a 10% upside to the short-term target price. Having said that, because we created this new low yesterday, I want to see what the follow-through trading is like today first. Dollar Tree has actually appeared in our scans quite a bit recently, but we discounted it because we didn't see the upside value in it. So it was actually showing up back here. And you can see now we've given up a lot more since then. So now it's actually showing about 20% upside on a longer term fundamental basis, and short term showing about 8% upside. So Dollar Tree looks interesting. And the fact that it's still above its 200-day moving average is actually a good sign too. Having said that, we're still making these lower lows. So again, these are ones for monitoring, not necessarily taking action on. And then the final one is SBA Communications. Again, it's retesting this low here. Now, this will be very interesting to see, does this low hold? If it does, this could be a good opportunity. Well, even to trade it back up to this previous resistance support area, which is now resistance. So again, these are pretty much for monitoring. We're not really ready to jump into anything yet. The one that is starting to grab my eye, Dodo, is Meta. This concerns me, the fact that it made a new low, and I would suggest that it's probably going to retest that low at some stage. But I think if we get close to that 200-day moving average, Meta would be a good setup. So we're more likely to start moving on Meta and something like Smurfit Westrock at this moment in time. GoDaddy, we spoke about last week. We were going to pull the trigger on that. In hindsight, we should have done. It's moved up nicely since. We'll wait to see, do we get another opportunity? Does it retest this low here? But we like the way it held support and then just kind of meandered sideways here. And now it seems to be just creating higher highs at this moment in time. So that's one that has worked out. We didn't trade it, but we'll keep it in the watch list because we may jump on it. So out of all of them there that we're looking at to add to our positions, probably GoDaddy, Meta, and Smurfit Westrock for now. Dollar Tree looks interesting too. The last two here we're going to monitor. We're going to monitor all of them in greater detail, but getting quite interested in Meta there. I just want to see now, when do these lower lows stop? So for today, it doesn't look like we're going to place a new trade, but we've got 3 or 4 shortlisted that we're ready to go. And if any more comes into our watch list, we'll update you and let you know. Okay, this is Stephen with an update on our short-term stock trades. Thanks and bye for now.